Welcome back to Nietzsche Today. We're diving into a really theatrical chapter, The Song of Melancholy.
That's right. Last time, Zarathustra had gathered all these higher men in his cave. It felt like a big culmination, but this chapter starts with a strange twist.
It does. Right after speaking, Zarathustra literally slips away from his guests and flees into the open air. He seems overwhelmed.
He flees? Why? Weren't these the disciples he was looking for?
That's the core question. Outside, he cries out, "Oh, pure odors around me," and asks his animals, the eagle and serpent, a very pointed question.
What does he ask them?
He asks, these higher men, all of them, did they perhaps not smell well? He finds the air in the cave with them suffocating.
So it's a metaphorical smell. He's repulsed by their spiritual or psychological state?
Exactly. He feels a deeper connection to the pure air and to his animals. He tells them, "Now only do I know and feel how I love you."
It's a powerful moment of rejection in a way. He prefers the non-human, the natural, to these supposed higher men.
It shows his profound isolation. He finds comfort only in his own solitude and with his symbolic animals. The air outside is better than the company of men.
Not at all. The moment he leaves, the old magician, one of the guests, gets up and takes center stage. He says he is gone.
Ah, the magician. He represents the old ways, the performer, the artist. What's his angle here?
He announces that his evil spirit of deceit and magic is attacking him. He calls it his melancholy devil.
A melancholy devil? That sounds intriguing. Is this a literal spirit, or is he speaking poetically?
An adversary. So he's positioning himself as Zarathustra's opposite.
Precisely. He says this melancholy spirit has its hour, and he can't fight it. He's about to perform for the higher men.
And why would they be receptive to this melancholy devil?
The magician gives a brilliant diagnosis. He says the spirit is favorable to all of them, to everyone who suffers from the great loathing.
The great loathing? What does he mean by that?
It's the feeling of disgust and despair that comes from a specific event. The old god hath died, and as yet no new god lieth in cradles.
So it's that classic Nietzschean idea of the death of God. They've lost their old values and meanings, but they haven't found anything new to replace them.
Exactly. They're in a painful in-between state, a spiritual vacuum, and the magician claims his melancholy devil thrives in this environment.
That makes sense. Despair and nihilism would be very tempting in that situation.
Then the magician makes his most provocative claim. He says he knows Zarathustra, and that Zarathustra himself often seems like the beautiful mask of a saint.
A mask? What's he suggesting is underneath?
He suggests that Zarathustra is a new strange mummery in which mine evil spirit, the melancholy devil, delighteth.
That's the insinuation. He says he loves Zarathustra for the sake of mine evil spirit. It's a profound psychological attack.
It reframes Zarathustra not as the cure for nihilism, but as its most sophisticated symptom.
Yes, and with that, the magician announces the spirit of melancholy is coming naked, unconcealed. He tells the men to open their eyes and wits.
It's the evening twilight. The day is dying. The symbolism is heavy. So he grabs his harp. Is he about to explain this spirit through a song?
He is. This is the Song of Melancholy. It's a poem sung by the magician, but it's really a confession of the artist-poet's soul.
It begins by addressing a burning heart that once thirsted for heaven's kindly teardrops. It thirsted for truth.
A seeker of truth, but it sounds like something went wrong.
It did. The song recounts how this seeker was taunted. The world didn't see a truth seeker. It saw something else.
And what was that?
The world taunted, "Of truth the wooer, thou? Nay, nay, merely poet, a brute insidious, plundering, groveling, that I must lie."
Yes, a liar who lusts for booty, who's motley masked and self-hidden. The poet is his own booty. He's trapped in his own performance.
The song calls him mere fool, mere poet. It's a very cynical view of art and creativity.
It is. The song then contrasts this poet with what a truth seeker is supposed to be. Still, stiff, smooth, and cold, a godlike statue.
Like a fixed, unchanging monument to truth, an absolute. But the poet isn't that.
Not at all. The poem says the poet is hostile to such truthfulness statues. He is more at home in the desert than in temples.
So what is his nature, if not a static statue?
He sounds predatory, instinctual, and wild, not at all like a calm philosopher.
Exactly. The magician is describing a being who is sinful sound and fine-colored, with longing lips, smacking, robbing, skulking, lying, roving.
This is the naked spirit of melancholy he was talking about. It's the restless, amoral, creative drive.
And it gets even more intense. The poem then compares the poet's desires to those of an eagle and a panther.
Two powerful predators. What do they hunt?
Lambkins. Innocence, the herd, the common person?
Yes, the poet-predator is fierce against all lamb spirits, against everything sheep-like or lamb-eyed or crisp-woolly.
He's hostile to Christian morality, to meekness and lamb-sheep kindliness.
The song states it plainly. Eagle-like, panther-like are the poet's desires. This is the true nature of the artist, according to the magician.
So the poet doesn't just observe mankind, he preys on it.
The poem's climax makes that explicit. The poet, who viewed mankind as both God and sheep, has a terrifying goal.
His goal is the God to rend in mankind, as the sheep in mankind, and in rending, laughing.
To tear apart both the divine ideal and the herd animal in humanity, and to laugh while doing it. That's incredibly dark.
And the song calls this horrifying act thine own blessedness. It's the blessedness of a panther, an eagle, a poet, and a fool.
So the highest joy for the artist in this view is a destructive, predatory act against common values and beliefs.
That's the magician's melancholy truth. The song then concludes by returning to the evening setting.
How does it wrap up this intense vision?
The speaker, the poet, says he has sunken one day from mine own truth insanity, weary of his fervid day longings.
So he's given up the quest for absolute truth, the day longing?
Yes, he's sick of sunshine and has sunk downwards, evenwards, shadowwards. He's scorched and thirsty from being burned by one sole trueness.
He tried to find the one truth and it destroyed him. So what is his conclusion?
His final realization, his fate, is that he should be banned, from all the trueness.
He accepts his nature. He can't be the statue of truth. He's something else entirely.
And he embraces the label he was taunted with at the beginning. The song ends with the cry, mere fool, mere poet. And that is the song of the melancholy devil. It's a powerful, seductive alternative to Zarathustra's difficult path of self-overcoming.
It's the temptation to just embrace the artistic, nihilistic destruction without building anything new. It's easy to see why that would appeal to the higher men in their state of despair.
It's the perfect song for the twilight hour, for men who have lost their God, but haven't yet found the strength to become gods themselves.